Well, 10 minutes is the one which is allocated to me. So I'll confine my discussions to that. Good afternoon, all. I'm indeed very honored and grateful to the Faculty of Law, Banaras Hindu University, for having called me to speak on the topic indigenization, colonization of legal education and national education policy, NEP 2020. Well, at the outset, I want to actually thank the Institute for the long history, the heritage which is associated with this eminent institute, an institute of eminence. And also was very insightful talks which is going on and deliberation from the co-panel members. I want to thank also like chairperson of this particular session, Professor Anju Wali Tiku, Professor Uday Sankar sir, Professor Amar Pal Singh, Dr. Abhay Kumar Thakur, Dr. Kumar Akshan Pandey, Dr. Prakash Sharma, Dr. B.B. Rao, and all my young friends and students and delegates who have visited BHU in this journey to learn how can we actually have education going to the hinterlands also, and how the different, education could be a manifestation of perfection already in man. That is what Swami Vivekananda has told. And we are trying to redefine that one. But in a sense that we have to also understand and appreciate the different facets of it. I want to structure my discussion on the topic which is dovetailing Indian legal education to NEP, National Education Policy, the buzzing mantra for the new India on the interplay between law and societal awareness as my first pillar of my thought process. Secondly, on Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi's vision and long-sightedness of taking education on a global pedestal, on global arena, India becoming a hub not only for professional education but also for elementary and welfare-oriented education system. So the education which has to be taken from the urban to the rural areas and the hinterlands. Thirdly, on leveraging technology for betterment of mankind. In this context, Honorable Supreme Court of India has taken different initiatives from digitization of judgments and help avail free of cost in the official website of the Honorable Supreme Court of India as ESCR, Supreme Court Reporter. Being a technocrat and a bureaucrat myself in Government of India setup, the legal education system has a broader ambit when it comes to applicability from utilizing technology for providing access, availability, and affordability of justice. On the front of NEP 2020, it can be an important game changer of cross-fertilizing different ideas from different streams, be it from, because NEP is built on the edifice of the fact that we can actually learn from each other different cross-sections of streams which are there. For example, there are flexibility even for vocational training. So why don't we actually marry the concepts of the indigenous systems which are there in our own educational system, which has been from time immemorial. Now, can it be implemented in the real life? Now, I'll leave those questions to you to ponder over. But the important fact of the NEP policy also talks about institutionalizing the best practices, taking the education in the international global arena, scope of extending vocational education. Now, this has to be synchronized, synergized, as well as harmonized with extant laws. Now, how can we do it? The case in point is Bangalore Water Supply Board versus R. Rajappa, which categorically said that education is service to community and hence could be considered to be in the ambit of industry. In another judgment, Narayana Medical College versus State of Andhra Pradesh, this was decided on 7th November 2022, wherein the divisional bench of the Honorable Supreme Court of India had held that education is not the business to earn profit. The tuition fee shall always be affordable. We move from the era or rather we know the Hammurabi Code of Law, which has the collection of 282 rules as rock edicts. Now, can it be extended to American School of Realism, which focused primarily on logic and experience, but as propounded by Professor Bimal Krishna Matilal, Indian philosophy aims at clarification. Please note the point, it aims at clarification rather than mystification. Carefully tooled in the technical apparatus of analytical philosophy of Principia Mathematica, where the Indian values, the dharma, is the inner conscience driving humankind to determine what is right and wrong as decided by law. Because end objective is that we have to create awareness of law to all the people, all citizens. Now, how can that be done? Now, that can be done if people are able to take decision on their own also. To be aware, as I also point out, that 7 lamps of advocacy, also pointed by Edward Abbott Parry, the lamps of honesty, the lamps of courage, lamps of industry, lamps of wit, eloquence, judgment, and lamp of fellowship, has a pertinent point in this particular context. I refer to another Honorable Supreme Court case in J.S. Yadav case in 1993, as Supreme Court observed, advocacy is not a craft but a calling. A legal profession wherein the devotion to duty constitutes the hallmark. Sincerity of performance and earnestness of endeavor are the 2 wings that bear aloft the advocate to the towers of success. Given these virtues, the qualification will follow suit. This is to reason that why the legal profession is considered a noble one. So this is the crux of the thing. As I like to conclude by saying that the need of the hour is to reinvigorate the goodness in the human being, so that the lamps of joy and victory of good over the evil could be lightened in the minds of able citizens of this vibrant democratic country of India. The legal education should be a front runner in bringing not only change in the society through the change management, but also a change which is to be led by all of you, the youth who are there. You are the ideal ambassadors of this particular change and the torchbearer of society. As we all together, whether it is the industry or the academia or even the legal fraternity and the entire populace of the country, take this country to a roadmap of the global arena with commitment and determination. In this regard, the youth's core competence can be leveraged to bring change in the society for the utilitarian good of all, where the new education policy 2020 could be a facilitator and a game changer in the knowledge-driven society of today. As I have 1.5 minutes still left, but I'll take a few seconds from you, is that if you tell mother in English language, you tell it with your lips and using only the mouth. But when it comes to ma, it comes from within. The very importance of actually learning a particular thing in your own vernacular language has a predominant effect in terms of how you assimilate the knowledge. Because knowledge is something which has to be understood and also converted into a wisdom for the greater betterment of the mankind as a whole. So with these thoughts, I want to thank everyone for giving me this opportunity to put my points before you. Thank you very much.